I am not married but pregnant. Chapter 1. The Test. The bathroom was small, cold, and smelled faintly of lemon disinfectant. Anna Green sat on the edge of the tub, her heart thumping against her ribs. On the sink in front of her sat the pregnancy test she had bought at a 24-hour pharmacy on the other side of town. She closed her eyes, counted to 10, then opened them. 2 pink lines. Positive. Anna, 26, a graphic designer from Nashville, stared in disbelief. "This can't be real," she whispered. She hadn't been trying for a baby. She wasn't married. She had only been seeing Kyle for a few months, and they weren't even serious anymore. In fact, they'd broken things off a few weeks ago, after he ghosted her without warning. Now she was pregnant, alone, and unsure of what to do next. Chapter 2. The phone call. She called her best friend Jessa. "I'm pregnant," Anna said in a voice that sounded like it came from someone else. There was a pause, then a breath. "Anna, wow, okay, are you okay?" I don't know what to feel. I'm not married. I don't even have a partner right now. My parents will freak out." Jessa didn't judge. "Do you want to come over?" Anna nodded, tears forming. "Yeah, I just don't want to be alone right now." Chapter 3. Judgment. Telling her parents was harder. Anna waited until she had seen a doctor, confirmed the pregnancy, and had a sonogram photo tucked into her purse. She met them at their house on a Sunday evening. Her father was polishing his car. Her mother was baking banana bread. When she said the words, her mother gasped and dropped a dish towel. "You're not married," her father shouted. "I know. You were raised better than this. I didn't plan it." Her mother wept. Her father paced the room. "What about church? What about our neighbors? What about your career?" Anna stood her ground. "I didn't come here for approval. I came to tell you because I'm your daughter, and I'm keeping the baby." Next chapter. The doctor's words. Weeks passed. Anna's world began to shift. At her next OB/GYN appointment, the doctor said, "Everything looks good. You're strong and healthy. The baby is growing right on schedule." Anna placed her hand on her stomach. She didn't feel much yet, but something was happening. Something real. She was going to be a mother. There were still moments of fear, of loneliness, of doubt. But slowly, quietly, her heart began to feel something else. Courage. Chapter 5. The Internet Trolls. When Anna finally shared her pregnancy on social media, with no mention of a husband or partner, the internet had mixed reactions. Some friends sent her love and encouragement. Others unfollowed her. A few wrote nasty comments. Typical. Another irresponsible girl with a baby she can't raise. Anna deleted the comments, then took a deep breath. She posted a new status. "To those judging me for being unmarried and pregnant, I'm doing this with strength, love, and intention. My baby is wanted. I am enough." Chapter 6. A Change in the Wind. Anna's coworkers were mostly supportive. Her boss, a single mother herself, pulled her aside one day. "I had my son when I was 20 and scared out of my mind," she said. "But look where I am now. You've got this." Anna's workplace allowed her to work from home more often. She started decorating the nursery in soft greens and yellows. Her belly began to grow. Strangers started to notice. Some asked, "Oh, are you married? Or is the father excited?" Anna would just smile and say, "I'm excited." Chapter 7. Kyle shows up. At 7 months pregnant, Anna was walking out of a prenatal yoga class when she saw Kyle leaning against her car. She froze. He hadn't called, hadn't messaged, nothing for months. "Hey," he said awkwardly. She stared at him. "Why are you here?" "I heard about the baby. My sister saw your post. Look, I'm sorry I disappeared. I didn't know how to handle things. I was scared. She shook her head. You don't get to do this now. I want to help. You had the chance to help. You chose to walk away. I made a mistake. She opened the car door. This isn't about you anymore. Then she drove away, heart pounding, but head held high. Chapter 8. Baby Shower. Baby Power. Jessa threw Anna a beautiful baby shower. There were cupcakes, pastel decorations, and a table full of gifts. One of the women there, a single mother named Carla, pulled Anna aside. I had my son alone too, she said. Don't let anyone make you feel ashamed. This baby will be your greatest strength. Anna smiled through tears. Thank you. She looked around the room. Friends, warmth, laughter. She wasn't alone after all. Chapter 9. The night before. The contractions started slowly, like waves far out at sea. Anna called Jessa, who came over and timed them. Then, when they were 5 minutes apart, they headed to the hospital. Anna clutched the baby bag and said, I'm really doing this. Jessa grinned. You've already done the hardest part. At the hospital, Anna was admitted and hooked up to monitors. The pain intensified, but so did her focus. She breathed, she pushed, she screamed, and then a cry. A tiny, perfect cry. The nurse placed a baby girl on her chest. Welcome to the world, Anna whispered. I've been waiting for you. Chapter 10. New Life. She named her Lila Grace. She had soft black hair and sleepy brown eyes. Anna stared at her for hours, memorizing every sound she made. There were long nights, feedings at 3 a.m., diaper blowouts, exhaustion. But there was also joy. First smiles, the smell of baby shampoo, the warmth of a heartbeat against her chest. And there was no shame, only love. Chapter 11. Full Circle. One afternoon, Anna brought Lila to her parents' house. They hadn't spoken much since the day she told them she was pregnant. Her mother opened the door, her eyes softening at the sight of the baby. Oh, she whispered. Her father stood behind her, stiff. Anna held her breath. Come in, her mother said. They sat on the couch, passing Lila around. Her father didn't speak much, but when no one was looking, Anna saw him kiss Lila's tiny forehead. Sometimes acceptance comes slow, but it comes. Chapter 12. The Post. On Lila's first birthday, Anna posted a picture of her daughter in a yellow dress with frosting on her nose. The caption read, 1 year ago, I became a mother, not a wife, not a partner, just a mother. And I've never been more proud of who I am or what I've built. Being unmarried and pregnant once made me feel like I'd failed. But I didn't fail. I rose. The post went viral. Thousands of women messaged her, saying they felt seen, encouraged. Anna smiled. She had once been scared. Now she was a light. Chapter 13. New Ground. Life after Lila's first birthday brought new rhythms. Anna balanced freelance design work during nap times and part-time daycare for 2 days a week. It was hard. She had moments of exhaustion where she wanted to scream into a pillow, but she always came back to one grounding truth. She had chosen this life, and she had no regrets. More clients started coming in, especially after Anna began designing websites for parenting blogs and small businesses run by other mothers. One night, while rocking Lila to sleep, Anna whispered, I don't have everything figured out, but I have you, and somehow that's enough. Chapter 14. A Conversation with Kyle. 2 years after Lila's birth, Anna got a letter. It was from Kyle. He wrote that he had been in therapy, that he regretted not stepping up, and that he wasn't asking for anything, but just wanted to be honest. I'm not writing to fight for custody or force anything, he said. I just want to be the kind of person who can at least say sorry and mean it. Anna read the letter 3 times. Then she folded it up and left it on her nightstand. She wasn't angry, she wasn't afraid, she just didn't need him anymore. But for the first time, she didn't hate him either. Chapter 15, A New Love. At a local single mom community meetup, Anna met David. He was a school counselor and had a son the same age as Leela. They talked about everything from bedtime routines to Paw Patrol to how lonely it felt to be a single parent even in a crowded room. David was kind, grounded, and didn't flinch when Anna mentioned her past. On their third coffee meetup, he said, "You're the strongest woman I've met." Anna laughed. "That's just because you haven't seen me at 2 a.m. when Leela's teething." But the compliment stayed with her. For the first time, she felt like maybe, love wasn't off the table forever. Chapter 16. Lila asks. When Lila turned 4, she asked the question Anna had feared for years. "Mommy, why don't I have a daddy like Liam does?" Anna knelt beside her. "You know how special you are, right?" Lila nodded. "Well, some kids have a mommy and a daddy. Some have 2 mommies or 2 daddies. Some have just 1 parent. What matters most is that they are loved." Lila thought about it. "So I'm lucky?" Anna smiled. "The luckiest." Chapter 17. Judgment never leaves, but it matters less. Even with progress, some things stayed the same. One afternoon at the grocery store, an older woman glanced at Anna's bare left hand, then at Leela, and sniffed loudly. Anna noticed, and for a split second, the old insecurity flared up. But then Leela reached for a banana and giggled, and Anna remembered what truly mattered. She wasn't ashamed. She was empowered. And no stranger's side eye would ever change that. Chapter 18. Speaking Out. Anna was invited to speak at a local women's conference. The theme was modern motherhood. She stood on stage in front of hundreds of women. "When I found out I was pregnant, I wasn't married. I wasn't ready. I thought I had failed some silent test," she began. "But then I learned something. Being a mother isn't about fitting into anyone else's picture. It's about love and strength and rising, even when you've fallen alone." She ended her speech with tears in her eyes. So did half the room. Chapter 19. Her Daughter, Her Legacy. When Leela turned 7, Anna had her first book published. It was titled Solo, Not Silent, A Mother's Story. It was part memoir, part guidebook, part love letter to every woman who ever felt like she didn't belong, because her life didn't follow a perfect timeline. The book became a bestseller on several parenting sites. She was invited to podcasts, panels, even a segment on morning television. But her favorite thing? Coming home, changing into sweatpants, and reading to Leela in bed. "You're famous now," Leela said proudly one night. Anna laughed. "I'm just your mom. That's my favorite job." Chapter 20. The Full Circle. Anna eventually did fall in love again with David. They didn't rush into anything. Years passed before they moved in together. When they did, Leela was 10 and David's son was 11. They blended their families with care, honesty, and laughter. One morning, while sipping coffee on their porch, David asked, "Do you ever wish things had gone differently? That you hadn't gone through it alone?" Anna thought about the sidewalk judgment, the sleepless nights, the loneliness of baby's first cries in a quiet apartment. Then she looked at Lila, chasing butterflies in the yard. "No," she said, "because I found myself when I thought I was lost. And I would never trade that for anything." Epilogue, a letter to her daughter. Dear Lila, one day you may wonder about your beginning. I wasn't married. I was scared. I didn't know how I'd raise you, or if I'd be enough. But from the moment I saw those 2 pink lines, I knew you were mine. I chose you. Every single day. And you saved me in ways you'll never understand. You made me brave. I hope the world treats you gently. But if it doesn't, remember this. You are strong. You are worthy. And love, real love, is never something to be ashamed of. Love always, Mom.